All right. Welcome to the playoff edition, season 25 SPNHL Talk. You know who it is, Mr. KOD Cuban, currently with a guest host, Mr. Kaz, GM of the Florida Panthers. Reaper, I sent him an invite. Hopefully he does jump on when he gets a chance. If not, we're going to keep rolling. But Kaz, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for jumping on, buddy. Appreciate it. Little playoff edition, little playoff talk. Without further ado, great season for season 25. And one of the two wild card matches are already locked up. Montreal winning their series. And now wasn't Montreal? Was it Montreal, correct? Montreal was in the play-in.
Yeah, Montreal won their series 3-0.
So we're waiting for the winner of the San Jose, Colorado in the West to finish the West playoff bracket, as you will see shortly here. Let me go ahead and bring that up for you guys. A little screen share. Bear with me, everybody. It's going to be a little crazy. Oh, boom. Kaz, tell me when it's coming up pretty decent for you there, buddy.
I'm waiting for it to pop up on the YouTube. There we go. It's up.
It's up. Very good. Hide. Toolbar. No. Hide. No.
Check your settings. There you go, right there. Hidden. That's Cortana. You don't want. I'll just hide Cortana.
I just did that. Where's it at? Toolbars? No. That? Nope.
It's just not gonna hide for you.
No, it's not, but that's all right. I think I've hit that. Anyway, yes. As we're staring at the bracket and I'm being a fool here trying to figure this out. Nope. We are staring at Cuban messing around. Anyway, what we got here is current season 25 playoffs. East, we got Carolina number 1, Florida number 2, Montreal number 3, Detroit number 4. Carolina versus Detroit is the first matchup there. And roster-wise, I mean, obviously we have Carolina here as we're going to scroll through. We got Wotiki.
Yeah, you're a little slow back. There you go. Now it's up.
Right?
You're going a little faster than the show.
That's fine. So we have Wojtiki, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Devils fan. Yeah. Sophius and Billy G on defense. Obviously, the 81 points in 24 games stands out. 190 giveaways, 76 takeaways. Very strong paired up with any of those other three guys. Half the season played. The other three.
I'm impressed by that 3.4 points per game as a defenseman.
It's unreal. It's truly unreal. Only 8 penalty minutes in 24 games. Obviously, the other thing that sticks out a bit is only 21 hits, so obviously not as aggressive. 28.85 save percentage, or not save percentage, shooting percentage. It's wow. A testament to Niner there finding a guy, putting him in and having him play some phenomenal offensive defenseman for the team. And yet, you know what I mean? Not taking a lot of penalty minutes, doing a great job with takeaways. And the giveaway number is always going to be skewed for a D guy because sometimes they go clear puck, just passing it out or something to get the puck out of the zone, and they'll call that a turnover. So
yo,
there he is, my main man. Yeah. What up?
Hello.
What's going on, man? Hello.
I can hear Reap.
Reap, are you in the house?
Yeah.
Reaper. I hear you. I can hear you, Reap. Talk to me, brother. Oh. Get on here.
Yeah.
Is he coming? Is he here? Reap's getting himself together. When he gets on, he'll make his great announcement, and I'm gonna play him in. Is he on?
Okay.
Is he coming? Oh, I hear the misses in the back.
Yeah, I can hear them. I don't think they can hear us.
So, great. Another, I don't know how Niner does it. He finds these guys, they come play defense for him, and they're just top notch, man. It's crazy, just crazy.
Niner actually made a trade for Roy mid-season.
Up in the forwards.
I think Roy was originally drafted by Dallas.
You got but he got him, and he puts him with Skinner up here, and Beastie. You got Cesar with some games played, Double Fan, and Billy G. Splitting some time up there. But it's Skinner and Beastie, and you got these guys up here. 200 points for Skinner on the season, 101 goals, 99 assists. Where's stats at? Where's Sedin at for that? Holy smokes!
Sedin did not play this season.
No, but Seeds. I mean, Seeds with his stats right there. Stats boy.
That's correct.
That's unreal.
Because somebody's probably listening to it, babe.
Yes. Tell him, babe. We're listening. Over in Nets, you got, Cesar with 7 games, Charlie, and then Poutine, who was a pickup, I believe, right? Yeah. Or did he trade for him? I thought he was cut, and then he picked him up.
Poutine I think he traded for him.
Poutine did he? Or did he? You know what? Didn't he get picked up by Anaheim, and then Anaheim trade him?
Yeah, I think so.
He ends up with 17-9 record. You got 8-3 and 7-0, 82-80, 79.89. Granted, you only got 7-11 games, and then you got your 26. Reaper can't hear anything. Let me take a look, Reap, and see.
Does Reap have his mic unmuted?
Yeah, let's stop that. And yes, his mic is muted. But he says he can't hear us. Hello, Reap. Do you hear us? I'm going to mute him. And then, he left. Hopefully he comes back. Maybe he comes back.
Yeah, you said Carolina had Billy G still, right?
Yes, Billy G's still on the roster.
Okay, they must have got him back somewhere, because I see that. Okay, they got him in a trade. There it is.
Reap, you hear us? He jumped in.
Yeah.
I hear him. Do you hear us, Reap? Reaper. Reap. I know everyone playing that Friday the 13th game. I'm all queued up for Reap, man. I'm dying to play my soundboard. I got the soundboard, Reap. So, Carolina, I mean, they had played a great season. They literally looked dead in the water the first 2 weeks, in my opinion, and then all of a sudden come out like hell water. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah, I remember early in the season when they were forfeiting all their games. I asked Sedin if he was doing it on purpose to give the league some kind of advantage.
And his answer was like, no.
Yep, it was no.
I really thought early in the season that they didn't really have, they were done. I really thought that without Sedin and without McInnes back there, they were pretty much just dead in the water, dude. But to my surprise, they came back now here they are, the number 1 seed in the East.
Hello.
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 Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Do you?
Yes.
Now we can hear him.
How are you, my friend?
That's for you, buddy.
Carolina. Carolina. Sorry, boys. I was helping Kid Kane move back to Chicago, and I just got back. And
It's all good, dude. Listen. I sent you the link, family. I knew you'd join as soon as you get home.
Yep. Good times.
Obviously, bro. We're here. I told you.
Carolina.
That was for you, buddy. I know you've been dying to hear that. Sorry, Kaz.
What's going on, boys?
Not much, bro. Just going over some rosters, playoff matchups. Detroit, Carolina. We just looked over Carolina's roster. I'm about to screen share here the roster for Detroit, and we'll take a look at them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys got it up.
I heard most of it. Yes, so you're good. I stopped you. That's why I stopped when I was like, wait, I can't hear. I can't hear her.
All right, it's up.
So
You got click
Irish
on your name.
Oh, that's right. Good call out. Good call out from Cosmo there. Here we go. Boop. What the? Boom.
There you go.
Let me know. Here we
No.
go. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Hold on.
No?
Hold on. Keep your name clicked.
Should be clicked.
It is clicked. You're good.
All right. So, Irish with the most games played here, 30 games played, with a 17 plus 38 points in those 38 games, 200 giveaways, 93 takeaways. After that, I'm Canadian with 19 games, and then Chico with 17, Polar with 6, and Jaleel King with 9. I don't know if Irish is going to be back there. When we had played them, Kaz the other night, they had Polar and Chico back there, I believe, and that was a pretty good pairing. Like Polar surprisingly played semi-decent back there. Chico always solid, and Irish was playing up front. So but right now, just looking at this, obviously stat-wise, I mean Irish is the better of the defensemen listed on the roster.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, the 200 giveaways as a defenseman to me would be a little alarming. But he looks to be more of an offensive D-man. So when you have the puck, you're gonna lose it a lot, right?
Well, that and again, like for D-men, like the giveaway number is always tough because a lot of times you're trying to make a breakout pass out and you get an icing call, and I don't know if that counts as a giveaway, or you clear a puck and the guy doesn't pick it up and he goes down the boards, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, there's a giveaway, and really you had not like some of the stuff's out of your control. I look at giveaways to an extent, but I mean with the amount of games played, the amount of takeaways that he had, his you know, his penalty minutes, his hits. Obviously, he's aggressive, and that's very good. He took 46 minutes in penalties in 30 games. That's not bad either. But the 77 hits jumps out at me. That's a lot. And Chico's got 55 in 17 games. That's a lot too.
What I'm noticing here is the way you look at that is the plus minuses.
Yeah.
Irish at 17 and then Geel at 19 for positive. They're really the only ones who stand out in the positive plus minus category for defense on that team.
Reap, you getting situated there, buddy?
Yep, almost good.
All right, bud.
Kids got me partying out. Fuck.
Yeah.
Going down here to his forward play.
All right, I'm good.
All right, bro. He's got You Wanna Be Me and Duff, along with Chico, Polar, Irish. And then you got Broad, Jaleel. Whoa. Is that your cell phone?
No, that's Reap.
That's Reaper, yeah.
I'm good.
You good?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still.
Oh, we hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, that's games played. Let's go by points. Obviously, that's what people want to look at. 66 points for You Wanna Be Me, 61 points for Chico, 48 for Polar, and then 44 for Duff. That's surprising. Polar, that's a lot of games up there for 48 points. That's not bad for him. But I mean, looking at it, honestly, this seems like more of a, there's nothing that sticks out. You know what I mean? Like you had Skinner with 200 total points, and you got 66 points over here. Hook him up. I'll get him in. Let's get him in. Yeah. I seen it. Seeds wants to get in. I'll send him. I'll shoot him. I'll shoot him a thingy right now. While we do this, let's see where you at, Seeds.
I don't hear Cosmo.
He's being quiet.
Oh, there he is.
Where's he at?
You can type it up in the search bar there.
I got him. Here he goes. Just send it to him. Tell him if he can join or not. So going down to the goalie. What's he got here for goalies? Of course, Polar, more known as a goalie. West Mess and Broad T. Being the three that carried most of the load there was Polar, but I mean Polar played a lot everywhere. 72.86% for Polar, followed by 68.13 for West Mess, 67.44. And goals against. Just looking at this matchup between Carolina and Detroit, what do you see, buddy? What do you see?
Carolina.
That's what I thought you were going to say, buddy.
Oh, fuck that. Detroit's got it in 7. What are you talking about, man?
That's all I see.
Hello?
I see Carolina too, man. It's hard to want to easily push toward a hard fought series and taking nothing away from Chico in this roster. We played against them the other night in Florida, and they were very formidable, very sound, very tough defensively, in my opinion.
They got a good team, man, but Niners team stacked. Like there's no chance. I hate to say it.
I mean, Florida's got a chance.
Winnipeg has a chance.
Who's
there he is.
Florida?
What up, Seeds?
What's up?
Welcome to the show, bud.
I'm actually doing the write-up for the Carolina-Detroit series.
Oh, what?
I'm doing the article for the Carolina-Detroit series. I'm almost done with it. I'll have it ready probably by the end of the night.
Beautiful, man. Obviously, I think you're leaning toward Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I think so, too.
So
we all have Detroit going the whole distance.
Actually, Kaz, you're the only person so far that has said Wings. A couple people said Carolina in 3, so that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Carolina in 3.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
You never know.
Someone's got to pick the underdog.
Well, you can pick the underdog all you want, Kaz. Carolina is going to win. I don't know how many games. I don't want to put games on it. I just know Carolina is coming out of that matchup, going on to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the winner of either Florida or Montreal. So
series right there.
That will be a great series. I can't wait to watch it. We have the roster up.
You're going to be in it.
Well, come on, bud. I hope to be in it. You're the boss. You make the lines here, so we'll have to see how this all pans out. You got myself and Trig Snake and MX over on defense, with MX playing only 4 games. And you got Trig with 32, me with 38, most of them with Edmonton. I just played the last 6 with you guys.
MX was a pickup, I think right before the trade.
A late FA.
When he added all those free agents at the same time.
Yeah.
You mean all 3? All 3 free agents?
Hey, I got one of them. And now he's on IR because he had to go fly somewhere. So that's fun.
Wow. ECU? Maybe? Can you ECU off of guys off rosters that aren't in the playoffs now?
Yeah, right.
They are free agents.
I'll take entry.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Take entry, and we'll take Trout. And,
start auctioning them off.
right.
So you got Cuban and Trig and Snake holding down your defense there. 33 points for Cuban with a 12 plus minus. Trig with a 30 points, 22 plus minus. Snake with a 23 plus minus. Cuban with over 200 giveaways, but 125 takeaways.
You were 2-1 roughly.
Yeah, for the most part.
More like a turnover machine, but whatever.
I force a lot. I can't help myself. I try to thread the needle all the time. You know what I mean? And I get a little greedy.
I'm liking your plus 12.
Yeah, it was a minus until the last 6 games. So over in your forwards here, you got yourself some point getters here in Ransom, Grip, and MJ. 110 points. It's no Skinner, but he hangs well up there. 91 for Grip. 88 for MJ, and then you got just Rich with 76 points with 26 games played, and the guy usually has double that, with double the amount of games, so he's on average for what he normally does.
He's also came from Anaheim before we got him.
Yeah, and you got Chuck with just 11 games played, but he's averaging 3 points a game with 33 points there, and then yourself, Bud, with 18 points, and then Snake coming in and filling in, I guess, when you needed him. You didn't need him on defense.
No, he didn't play for us at forward. Unfortunately, he didn't
play forward as an Anaheim.
Yeah, he played as Anaheim as a forward. Holdfast played a game at forward, looks like.
You and Hold pretty much were the goalies, for most of the season.
Holdfast was pretty much the goalie, pretty much.
Yeah. You kind of put yourself in there when you need to. 80% save percentage there for Hold. You were merely 69% with a 4.13 goals against, Bud.
All-star.
Maybe an LG.
I was an all-star in LG, actually.
There you go. Hey, I was in the voting, and I got the least amount of votes as any defenseman in the East. That was fun.
Just cause, Reap, what do you? Just looking at this Florida roster, what are your thoughts on it, Reap? What do you think
about the team itself in general?
Yeah, just itself, the team itself. I
think they're pretty strong. Some big players. I play with in the VG club.
Yeah, you did play with Grip and MJ and Trey in the VG club.
Trigger Trey or whatever his name was. But I got one of them on you.
Well, I had to share.
But no, you got a strong team this season, man. You did well with drafting.
Yeah, especially with the MJ and the Grip.
And you, who's the other goalie that you have?
Holdfast.
Holdfast is good, man. He's decent, especially if he's on fire. He's really solid in nets if he's on a roll.
Just in the few games that I've been with the team, watching hold a net, and he's there. He's in position. He doesn't flop around. doesn't go chasing crazy or sliding all over the place. He's rock solid, makes some very good saves in some crazy situations that I can't believe. So I've been quite taken back by his
Definitely
play.
won us a few games. I'll give him that.
Well, that's what you need from a goalie in the playoffs. He's got to steal a game here or there, make a crazy save, and I think all these teams, as we're looking at them, have that goalie. You know what I mean? So, Seeds, while you're sitting back there, any thoughts on the Florida roster before we move over to the Montreal roster?
Oh, they're definitely good. Probably one of the better rosters from, like 1 to 11, I think you have on your team.
Yeah, I got 11.
It's not like, you have your best guy and then your 11th guy is your worst player. Everybody is really good. There's no, a couple guys are standouts like Ransom or MJ or Griffin because they're all really good. But you can not play any of those guys and play 3 other forwards and still blow out other teams because those other 3 guys are also really good. So you definitely have a very good chance at beating Montreal. That'll be an interesting series to watch because they also have a very good team and they have 2 of the best forwards in the league on their team.
Montreal's got a solid team. I definitely see this. This one could potentially go 7.
It doesn't look like Egg took the giveaway takeaway stats for the team, but Big Bummy up there with 55 points at D with 39 games played, 109 hits, only 41 penalty minutes with that, plus 62. That's crazy. Then Egg with 21 games played, 27 points, plus 36. And then Pure Micro, 21 games played, 24 points with a 21 plus minus. It's pretty much Egg and Big with Pure trickling in there, I guess, when Egg was going to play a different position.
Because he's averaging a 5.0 as a defenseman. Even back there, he gets points.
Yeah. Goal and 4 assists. Moving down to the forwards, obviously Sudsy, Stamkos lead the pack with Ethan, and then you got Dirty Dog, Kraka, and then Egg trickling in a few points there. Just said prior to the best forwards, and I would give Ethan top. You know what I mean? Definitely top 25 forwards.
I'm surprised solid. Ethan only has 73 points, to be honest with you, though. Ethan's that's a solid guy.
When you got 2 other guys on the roster like that, you got to expect to share the puck a little bit.
True. And then you had the rookie over there in Dirty Dog, who I think Seed claimed was going to be the Calder at the beginning during the draft.
Did I?
Well, did you really, Seeds? Did you say he was going to be the Calder?
I don't remember. I thought I said Griffin was going to get the Calder.
It was either Seed or Choku. Someone said that Dirty Dog was getting the Calder.
I predicted Griffin, I thought.
Choku wanted Gripping. I think maybe he
Everybody
said
wanted Gripping.
Who doesn't want Gripping?
There you go.
Dirty Dog, even as a rookie, put up 3.2 points per game, though.
Yeah, those are good numbers. You think
54 points? 41% shooting. Had he played more, I bet you he's right up there in points. You gonna move down to their goalies there, Cuban?
Yeah. I was just waiting on Reap. See if Reap wanted to chip in on the forward play here over at Montreal.
Montreal's a good team, man. We played them. You got to stick to your game plan, though. You can't draw. You got to stay on that game plan against Montreal, because if not, they'll eat you up. Last time we played them was a really, really good game, and I mean, we came out the winner, thank God. But I didn't think we were going to. But they're a good team.
They're beatable. Like, it isn't like
they
when
are.
You see that, like, obviously you take notice, but it isn't like shit. It's like, be patient. You know what I mean, Reap? Like, you don't get caught up into it. They're a beatable team. They're a great team, but they're beatable.
Yeah, you can't get off your game, man. Regardless if you go up a goal or they go up a goal, you just got to keep playing the same way, and you'll get those EA bounces or those lucky goals that'll go in for you.
In Nets, it's pretty much the forgotten. It looks like with 31 games played, and then you got watch your step. Let's take a look at what their save percentages were. For the season.
They must add another goalie at some point because 4 games.
Yeah, they're off a few. Yeah, I mean, but for the most part, it's the forgotten. 3 shutouts, 3.26. I mean, decently statted out. 20 and 10, and 74% save percentage. From when I played against him with Montreal and Edmonton. When I was in Edmonton, he made some great saves. He really did. He was tough.
Both their goalies are solid. Low save percentage, kind of like my save percentage stats, just a little higher. But they got a great team in front of them. So if you can put a great team in front of a bad goalie, those bad goalies can still make you some good saves.
I can definitely attest to that, seeing how I am a terrible goalie.
I'm not saying their goalies were bad by any means, but
I wouldn't consider those goalies, top 5.
They're not going to be in Vezina talks. No.
Yeah.
So, Florida Montreal predictions. Reaper.
Montreal in 4.
Whew.
Oh, are you talking Florida and Montreal?
Yeah,
so I
Florida and Montreal.
No, I think that's going to go to 6 or 7. And honestly, I'm going to go for Florida. I think Florida might pull that one out if they stick to their game.
Right. Seeds. What do you think, buddy?
Montreal in 6.
You're dead to me.
I just think Sudsy and Stamkos are too good.
That's it. Kick Seed out.
I'm not kicking Seeds out. No way.
Sorry, my bad. I thought you were talking about the fucking Detroit, Carolina.
No. We all.
I can tell you the unanimous decision from the poll I took. Canes in 4.
Oh yeah.
The only person that said Detroit was Cons.
Someone's got to.
If Detroit beats Carolina, I will give them the biggest praise ever on their next show.
If Detroit beats Carolina, I will mail Chico $1,000. Which is not going to happen. It's just not.
So if Carolina beats Detroit, does Chico owe you $1,000?
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
So I don't want any action on that. I will say Florida in 6.
Well,
are you gonna?
It's my team, but I'm gonna say it goes 6, and I'm gonna go with Florida, just based off of playoff or season series. I'm gonna say we beat them in 6. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 7. To be honest with you,
3 of us have Florida, and Seeds has Montreal. You said 6, right, Seeds?
Yes.
So yes, everyone's picking 6 games, but 3 of us are taking Florida, and 1 of us taking Montreal. And listen, and like I said, that's going to be a great series. And I think either of those teams against Carolina will give Carolina a tough game.
Yeah,
I'm taking the underdog on that. Everybody's favoring Montreal.
Everybody's favoring Montreal against us.
I think so.
Well, I mean, you got Sudsy and Stamkos.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's really a toss up. That one, same with Chicago, Winnipeg's a toss up as well.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, let's
very positive that he's going to walk all over us.
let's not skip. We have Colorado and San Jose versus Calgary, and I don't want to take anything away from San Jose and nothing away from Colorado. But let's be honest, boys. Either of those teams against Calgary, is there really a shot?
Well,
if Sporty Spices in nets, maybe.
Everyone says Calgary is the team to beat in the West, but
I don't think that at all.
The only game my team lost against Calgary was a game where Montoni, Breezy, and Queasy were on vacation. I was playing goalie. I gave up 8 goals. We lost 8-7 in overtime.
That's low for you.
We lost against Calgary in overtime last time. We played them 2-1.
I also gave up 2 goals to Montreal. And
we lost.
We played against Calgary. We beat them. They are beatable.
Yeah, we lost in overtime to Calgary, but then we also lost in regulation on our own fault.
The only team that my team couldn't beat this season was Montreal. Every other team, I feel we beat Carolina. First game of the season. Held Skinner to 3 points, and he scored 200 this season.
Yes, he did. Unreal.
Yeah. Their top 8-1 A. Alley and Bergie's deep play. They're a great deep pair, but we've beaten them. True Legend, Red Flag, Jamie Benn, we've beaten them.
I have Calgary's roster up just to have it up. Respect.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's fine. And then listen, like I said, I'm not trying to downplay San Jose's roster. I'm not trying to downplay Colorado's roster. They're still trying to play the play-in game. But, I mean, just on pure season.
If San Jose can get by Calgary, if San Jose can get by Colorado and they actually play Fish, then they have a chance.
Beat that team by himself. He did it twice. Well, he was on.
I don't see San Jose having an issue with Colorado, and that's nothing against Colorado. It's just every time we play them, we've blown them out.
Well, the series is 1-1, and they're both close games, a 3-2 and a 2-1 with those two in the wild card. So
I'm telling you, Fish can single-handedly carry them through that series against Calgary, and he also has other guys that can score with clutch ability on his team and everything. Monoku's a good defenseman.
Cookie Man's a good forward too.
But I gotta be honest here. I'm gonna be straight up. Browns has to get his head out of his ass and actually play the better forwards.
That's true, yeah. Cookie Man should not be playing over Fish. It's that simple.
I think chemistry may have something to do with that too, guys. I mean,
it's all about chemistry.
Thank you. You could have the 3 best talented forwards, but if they don't have chemistry,
and Fish is very good. He's a very talented player in this game. But you shut him down. What else do they got? Cookie can produce points.
Clutch ability.
Given the right ability, clutch ability can produce points with the right guys.
Clutch ability is really good.
Arrow Hunter's their best center.
So are we saying that if San Jose beats Colorado, they give Calgary trouble enough to beat them?
Yes.
In round 1?
I think they could.
I think so.
If San Jose puts out the right guys, yes.
No, I disagree. I think Calgary still takes them.
Oh, I'm not saying San Jose
and I'm not saying
wins.
And I'm not even saying like it's gonna be like I say Calgary in like 4 or 5. Like I don't think it's gonna be close at all. I think it's gonna be a straight up score fest. Because the one thing that roster in San Jose, in my opinion, is missing is a goalie.
Yeah.
They have Vezina. They have a goalie now. They got Vezina.
Oh yeah, they got Vezina.
Yeah, that's short side allowed.
I still take Calgary in 5, and I'm not taking nothing away from Vezina. And like I know that dude's a great goalie. I've seen him play in other leagues. Like yes, but with what we're just saying about if he plays the better lines, if yeah, we all know he's not.
It's all in.
If he doesn't play the better, if Cookie doesn't play Fish, then they're going to struggle. If they play Fish, or if Sony doesn't play Fish, they could have some issues.
I'm going with what he's probably been doing the last like.
You have to go with what he's doing because that's been his. That's all.
That's no Fish.
Yeah, you have to go with what's consistent, and he's not. And his consistency is no Fish.
And let's be real, like it could be Fish too. Fish can be like, yeah, sure, I'll play, and then be like, nah, I can't make it. Fuck you.
No, I can tell you for a fact Fish was available to play those wild card games yesterday.
And he didn't play him?
Nope.
No, he chose not to.
Browns told him no.
You don't lose games played in those wild card games. You know what I mean? Like, they don't count against you.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the Calgary roster as we await the Colorado and San Jose matchup to close up. Bergie's D, Cap, Double A, Sporty chipping in there. Obviously, their plus minuses are all semi-decent when you got True and Red up front. Decent D men and ladies. Yeah. No disrespect to Cap. But I mean, not fearful. Like, they make mistakes. You can get by them, and you can obviously take advantage of them chasing a little bit at times. But when you have forwards like True and Red up front, as we're going to see down here, they cover a lot of your mistakes with a lot of scoring. True with 400 giveaways. I don't know if that led the league, but that's highly, that's pretty high.
That's got to be close to the league giveaway.
In a second.
But outside of Red and True, whoever's on the other side, it's just pretty much cleaning up Red and True's mess.
True was second. Dirty Tricks was first with 422.
It's like you're picking hairs. How many takeaways did Tricks have?
114. Drew had 136.
Right. Yeah, I'm staring at his right now. Only 10 penalty minutes for True Legend, mind you, in 44 games played.
If you look at this, True played 13 more games than Tricks.
Wow.
Tricks only played 31 games, and he had 9 more giveaways. He plays those 13 more games, he might have 200 more giveaways.
Probably.
That 10 penalty minutes is
that's his MO. He
games.
does not take bad penalties, man. It's very, very rare that True takes a penalty, man. Red, on the other hand, he's the aggressor, obviously, with 102 hits and 45 penalty minutes. But as you see, they have great chemistry together. That's a Kid Money Reaper Walmart version right there, in my opinion.
Walmart version.
The Walmart version of Kid and Reaper.
So Kid and Reaper like Target.
Kid and Reaper are like, they're like fifth in sacks. You know what I'm saying? They got themselves. Well, True and Red got themselves. Well, True's got 2 cups. Red only got 1 cup. But now True's trying to get Red his second. But,
or is True trying to get his third and doesn't care what Red gets?
I think he's trying to. I don't think True gives a shit either way. That guy's quiet as hell. Red's pretty quiet himself. I mean, forward-wise, they're a great, solid team. They've been playing together all season. Everyone knows that when you go against this team, you're going to face True and Red and whoever. Yeah. In nets is where we're going to really be staring at, and it looks like Vondos.
Yeah, this is their weakest part of the team, I think, honestly. I'd say.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, and that's what I was going to say. Vondos, the one thing with Vondos is if you get on him early, you got him. But if you let him establish himself after that first period, you're in for it. And the same with Sporty. Yeah. Sporty's got 10 games played with 83.56 save percentage in just those 10 games. Sporty's the same way. Sporty's, if you don't jump on Sports quick, he can shut you down.
Yeah, he throws.
I've been on different teams of sports, and I can tell you for a fact, once he starts talking to himself and getting on himself, is when he plays his worst.
You're right, and that's jumping on him. We all know it. We've all played with the guy. We all know he's got all-star talent, in my opinion, when he's in nets. But he's got to get out of the first period. That's it. And if he doesn't, and you get him, when you play against sports, it's like shoot, wait for some crazy shit to happen because then he's going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
I am surprised that Sports didn't play more games in net based off of his stats compared to
because it's simple Pliskin math, right? The more games you play is more opportunity for you to fuck up as a goalie. So he kept it simple and kept himself out of net, and look where his team's at.
But look at the stats. So comparing the two,
10 games.
Yeah, but
10 games.
He's 9-1 of those 10 games. Van Duys is 18-19.
Right. Vando, don't look at the win. Vandos got traded over there.
I also don't understand how Van Dusen is 18 and 19, but he only played 25 games.
That
Probably
doesn't
some
add up.
overtime. I don't know. Yeah.
But I mean,
get on it. Get on its stats.
I've given up with certain people and correcting their stats.
I don't know personally if I would play sports more net in the playoffs. He's that 83 save percent also, sticks out. Not only with the 9-1 record.
Especially Sports is much better at goalie than he is at defense, which is where he likes to put himself sometimes.
But I mean, if Red and True can't carry the team like they have been all season, I think San Jose could easily beat them.
I'm telling you.
But, but San Jose has to change their game plan of who they're putting out at forward, though. He's got to put Fish in.
He needs to play, or that team will not win.
Okay, I can guarantee you, in 5 games, if Fish only plays 1, they win that 1 game.
Here's how I'm going to put it, okay? Calgary versus San Jose. Reaper, who do you got?
I think. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. If they play Fish, I think.
Don't even overthink it. Just go with your. As soon as I said it to you, you cringed, but you knew. Go with what you knew.
Well, Calgary, I would say Calgary, but if you take the other aspects with, I'd say San Jose. It's hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Just with True in the.
What if it's Colorado?
Oh, Calgary over Colorado for sure. I mean, there's that's just because of, like I said, every time we played Colorado this season, we walked all over them.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know with the whole Calgary San Jose. I think Calgary just because of the forward pairing that they have up front, and San Jose doesn't have that. They don't have those 2 main guys that they always play.
Right.
I think it just comes down to that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I'm Calgary over San Jose. I'm Calgary over Colorado. I personally think that Colorado is going to win, and it's going to end up being Calgary, Colorado. But I'm not taking anything for granted. They still got to play the game, but I would pick Colorado over San Jose. But Calgary, regardless, San Jose or Colorado, I think Calgary wins. Seeds, what do you got? Either give me your Calgary, San Jose, Calgary, Colorado.
I think Calgary will beat San Jose in 5 games because Browns will mess with his lineups too much and it'll ruin the team.
Yep.
And if Colorado wins, that'll be a quick 4-game series. They don't stand a chance.
Kaz?
I'm going to go the exact same with Seed because they have to play Fish at least once. And I think in that 1 game, Fish will be the difference. But he's not gonna stick with that. He's gonna be like, okay, you're done, and put his back out, go back to his normal stuff, which is gonna cost him the series. And then Colorado's obviously, I mean, that's not even enough to talk about. I'm sorry, Blisk.
Well, now moving on to honestly the game of the Western Conference. Me and Kaz were talking about this prior, and it just so happens that we have both GMs of each team on the broadcast, Reaper and Seeds. So you guys get to sit back while me and Kaz were already having this conversation, and now we get to kind of listen to you two bark at each other, as I know you will, and it's going to be very hilarious.
Oh, I'm ready.
Well, before you guys go barking at each other, I want to read some stats real quick. I'm not telling you who it is. Just gonna say it's one of the teams. Okay, so this team's record versus the East was 12-8. Versus the West, they were 18-7. Versus playoff teams, they were 13-11, and non-playoff teams, they were 17-4. I'm just gonna say it's Winnipeg or Chicago. I'm not saying which one.
We'll find out when Steve does his article, which I know he's working on.
But you guys got to talk about it now. You guys are the two.
So who do you think it is? Reap, who do you think, which team is that?
To be honest, I could care less.
There it is.
You know what I mean? That shit don't mean shit to me. Every game is different. Any game can turn. That doesn't mean nothing. I don't even know who. If it's me, if it's great. If it's him, great. It doesn't matter.
All I know is that I was 2-1 against Chicago this season.
Congratulations. Is that with or without Montoni and Breezy?
Only one of them was with Montoni and Breezy, actually. I think.
Let's look at the rosters. Let's do that.
Two are with Montoni, one was with Breezy.
We have the Winnipeg Jets. Bum bum bum. In my opinion, true Norris candidate Breezy, followed by Ajax. Just the acquisition of Breezy solidified that defense. It was good, but Breezy took it to that next level, in my opinion. Nothing away from Seeds, of course.
No, I suck. It's okay.
Buddy, you don't suck.
No, he does.
There you go.
It's just that you know it. You know, as soon as you got Breezy, it just put your whole scheme of defense and not worrying and freed you up to do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Seeds
on the bench.
He's the only one who's a negative plus minus on his defense.
It's very, very nice to have Breezy back there. I know he may get overlooked for the Norris, but I would throw him into the mix without a doubt. Ajax played great. I played against your team a few times, and Ajax played well, but with Breezy on there, it added an extra dynamic to Ajax.
That reschedule game against you guys.
He was not in that game.
I was not in that game.
Or were you traded already?
He was.
I was traded.
He was with us when we played you.
Oh, I wasn't there that night. The last night of the season.
No, you were not
that one
there.
went into overtime.
Ajax wasn't there either, actually.
No,
Breezy was.
Defense. It was Breezy and Tailsy on defense that game.
Going on down here to your forwards, you got Quincy. Is that how it's pronounced? Seats?
Yes.
Quincy. And then you got, you mix and match. Tailsy, Redbeard, yourself, Mr. T. Love that guy. Ray. All chipping in. I mean, Quincy had your 71 points, but outside of that, everybody was like interchangeable. Like you would say for other rosters, like, just put another 3 in and go out there and do what they do. And that's what you have here. You have a nice mixture of guys that you've been putting in and out and getting it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know if I could put Tailsy, Z-Red, Beard, and Quincy out there, and they can win games. I could put myself, Mr. T, and Ray out there. They can win games against Carolina, against Montreal. Well, we didn't beat Montreal this season, but just to throw it out there. Against Florida, against Chicago. No matter what lineup I have out there, I know my forwards can win games. And it also helps that they have Ajax and Breezy behind them, and Montoni making every save in net.
Yeah, I think against Florida we were 1-1-1.
I was 2-1, but yeah.
You were not 2. You were 2-1. We were 1-1-1.
Yeah.
And then obviously Montoni and net. I don't even need to see the stats. I see it starts with a 7, looks like a 6. It's Montoni.
Yeah.
As long as he's not eating during the game, the guy's on point. I mean, the roster's solid, man. It really is. From where you were week 1 to where you are now, you made the changes and kept the key pieces, and you've done it before, Seeds. I mean, you know what to, you know, the tinkering you had to do, bud. You know what you wanted to get done, and you did it, and it looks good, bud. And I'm looking forward to the matchup that you have with this guy. Obviously, Chicago, the Blackhawks.
See a bunch of losers on that page.
Wow. Listen to this guy. You got Smash. 45 points. Very stellar. Yeah. 104 takeaways. Only 22 penalty minutes in 34 games. And then you got, the other guy. You got Enable. You got Snatch.
And then you got the other guy back there with 3.
Kid, I know Kid had a game in Edmonton, a game or two in Edmonton on defense, so that might be some carryover. And then you got Can't Tread on Me with 2 games played over there on defense. I'm sure. Reap, do you know who you're gonna be pairing with Smash in the playoffs, or are you just gonna keep switching around between Enable and Snatch?
Yeah, I'll be switching it around. Smash lets me know who he feels better with, so that's normally what we go with.
Right. And then, of course, we have Reap reunited, and it feels so good. We know what you two have done.
We suck.
Yeah, you guys are horrible. 5th in sacks. Tiffany with that. Little Jared, you guys are like the Jared jewelry right there. And then Barno, yeah, 400 giveaways with 129 takeaways. Wants to throw that out there. Only 31 penalty minutes with 150 hits still.
19 power play goals, right?
Yeah.
That led the league, I'm pretty sure. 11 game-winning goals. Pretty sure that led the league as well.
And you got Sam back.
I did it all without Kid, which is just amazing.
Pretty much, yeah, because you didn't get Kid until like the last 6 games or 9 games there. And how many games did he play when you picked him up? Any?
I think, he played like 6 between. Yeah, I picked him up towards the end. So
you got him at the trade deadline, didn't you?
Yeah, right before it.
I mean, you got Sam, Jaywalk, and Ush up front with you. You got Can't Tread on Me, who played some games up there and forward, but I played with Tread the other night with you on 18. Yeah, and the guy was great on defense. I actually enjoyed playing with him. But that's impressive. I mean, 3.5 per game.
He was also a rookie.
And then you got Bruisers. You got Bruisers in net, man, 76.15. Ush got 6 games in net, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be pushing Bruiser the whole playoffs.
You never know.
Never know.
So
just going over that. We'll start with you, Kaz. I'll save Reap and Seeds for after me and you. Looking over the rosters, looking at what they've done for the regular season. What do you got? Who do you see in this series, Winnipeg, Chicago?
I see it to be in Chicago based because he's got Kid back now, and we all know what those 2 can do together. Plus, he can put Can't Tread or Barnacle up there with them, and they'll still produce. So I think Chicago's going to take it in 6.
I know what Kid and Reap have done. I know Sam has decent chemistry with them. Ush has chemistry with them. I haven't seen Can't Tread on Me up there with them, but obviously, I mean, look at his games played. But those were before Kid was there, so I don't know what it would be with Kid there now. My concern is the D partner with Smash. That's the one glaring hole that I see in the series. You got Smash, but then you got the other guy. And can the other guy not turn the puck over and be able to pick up on what Kid and Reap do with Smash? Because that's like the Chicago Bull triangle right there. You know what I mean? Those three are like just, you know, Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan. They're just going to work that triangle. Will that other guy being, you know, Tony Kukoc or Dennis Rodman, are they going to fuck it up or are they going to step up? So that's where I'm at, looking at Chicago's side. On Winnipeg, I mean, Montoni, really, really everything with Breezy and Ajax and looking at the forwards, to me, it's Montoni. Can Montoni take the heat and be able to not overthink, you know, some of the passing that goes between Chicago with Kid and Reap?
You can't leave out the fact that Reap has that blue line wrister.
Listen, I'm past all that. The passing that any Reaper team does is quick, and it's back and forth, and it confuses the shit out of some people sometimes. And can Montoni maintain his composure? Obviously, Breezy and Ajax have a big deal to do with that. Seeds knows this going into it. And then matchups going into the games, availability. I mean, everything. It's, in my opinion, that series is going to be done in 6. I think Chicago. I really do. It's hard for me to go against what I've seen Smash and Kid and Reap, and Bruiser is very solid in net. Granted, the goalie edge I would give a bit over to Montoni, but just the chemistry edge with the forwards, I slide over to Chicago. And then just seeing the D pairings, the slight edge, of course, to Winnipeg because of, you know, Breezy and Ajax. So with everything given, I'm going to choose Chicago in 6. Seeds, what is your opinion of this series going into it for you with your team facing Chicago? And how do you think you're, you know, I'm pretty sure you're picking your team, but how do you feel going into the series right now?
I feel very confident.
Right.
Because if you look at the one of the last games we played in the season was against Chicago. I had my top line out there, and Reap had what looked to be his top line. Maybe he would interchange tread with Sam, and we beat them 7-1. The game wasn't even close. No offense to you, Reed.
No, it's all good. We beat you guys 13-1 one game too. So
11-4. I had an ECU in net.
11-4. Either way.
But, I mean, we outshot them, we outscored them, we outhit them, we out-everything them.
Yeah, but you also got to take in consideration, we already had clinched the playoffs. We didn't give a fuck. We were just playing to have fun. We weren't actually
so were we.
set on it. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on, Reap. I'll give you the floor. Let me just hear Seeds out, and then trust me, bro. I'm coming right back to you, and you can have your say. Believe me. So go ahead, Seed. So the last game of the season, 7-1, you dominated the game. And of course, that's a big confidence booster. Gives you the number 2 seed, gives you your little home ice, and everything's clicking. So obviously I'm with you. So what do you see now? It's playoffs. Now you're gonna, you know, it's a different beast. What do you got yourself winning the series? What do you think? Like, how many games?
I think my team could pull it off in 5.
Okay.
Because what every team you ever see winning playoffs, winning everything, what are they built around? Defense.
The goalie.
Defense wins championships. Reap has Smash, who played every game, and then he doesn't know who's going to be playing right D with them. I have arguably the best D pairing in the league, if not the best. If you look at the scoring, they're the only 2 guys that are on the same team that are top 5. Those 2 guys can shut down anybody. Reap has his chemistry with Kid Money, and those 2 guys can very easily stop that, and I know they can. And I have faith that they can. And I have the forwards that even if they score 2 goals, I have faith that we'll only let up 1. Because I also have one of the best goalies in the league who's won the Vezina the past 2 seasons. So I know it's doable. I know we can do it, and I think we can do it in 5 games, if not 4.
All right.
That's the confidence.
Yeah, no, and listen, he's got the stats to back it up, and he's got the game played. Switching things over to you, Reap. Obviously, we broke down your roster. Me and Kaz chimed in, and you heard what Seeds had to say, and now it's the time, bro. Like, where are you at going into this matchup, knowing what the last game was, knowing how it finished, knowing what your attitude was going into the game? How do you feel now going into the playoff setting, going against Winnipeg this time around?
I'm excited. I'm very excited because, well, I mean, Cosmo, you can ask Tread about the last game when we played, because we knew we were going to play the Jets in round 1, and you can ask him why we lost so bad. But we're playing a little bit. I'm trying to play a little mind games with Mr. Seed over there.
That does not surprise me. You say that, bro.
Yeah, we were all laughing about it, saying, should we actually play? Should we fuck around? Should we, give them that, oh my God, we just whooped their ass, look out come playoffs, and then bring it to them first round? So we're just playing mind games right now. We were all laughing that game. We were having fun talking. Bruiser was in there fucking going off, and we just had fun. And hey, Montoni's a good goalie, but he can be beat. Winnipeg from Tread has been watching a lot, looking over at games, and Winnipeg, they do a lot of dump and chase. So we're going to be covering that part. Quincy's a good player, so we know what we have to do with him. And we're just it'll be fun. We got a couple few things we're going to be doing, and we'll see how it works out.
I will say, in my opinion, to both you guys, and me and Kaz were saying the same thing. And again, this is our opinion, and the winner of your guys' series, I feel, will be the representative of the Western Conference, regardless of whatever happens in that other series. Both of your teams against Calgary or San Jose or Colorado, hands down, wins that series. And we'll go over that next weekend, obviously, when we look at the Eastern and Western Conference finals, setting up into the Stanley Cup finals. But me and Kaz, we both feel that, the winner of that series is hands down the favorite to represent the West in the finals. So
honestly, the playoffs, the lineups right now, that number 2 and number 3 seeds on both sides they're gonna be the better games to watch. Carolina's gonna stomp all over Detroit, even with my smart ass comment by picking Detroit in 7. If San Jose doesn't smarten up, Calgary's gonna walk all over them.
I still think Colorado wins that game.
Calgary's just gonna walk all over Colorado.
I really do not sleep on Colorado. I really do feel that Colorado can give San Jose the game, but I just my gut just tells me Colorado's gonna come and do some crazy shit and win that, and it's gonna be Calgary, Colorado.
Yeah, I see Colorado coming out of that. I see Colorado coming out of that based off of the first 2 games. Colorado was all over San Jose, but Colorado had one player who I'm not going to say his name, but they have one player who easily lost them the game 1 and almost lost them game 2. If they switch it with Butch, put Butch in those final 3 games, or at least the first 2, Colorado has that easily.
He's talking about Pliskin. Pliskin sucks.
Well, guys, I will say thank you for being on the show tonight. Appreciate you guys. Best of luck. Great season to all 3 of you. A testament to you guys being in the playoffs, doing what you did to get your rosters there. I'm super stoked for the playoffs. I'm glad to be back and be in the playoffs. So thank you, Ayachoku, for trading me. And I'm really looking forward to next week. strapping it up and just, you know, again, watching the Winnipeg Chicago. I like literally score. I'm getting goosebumps now talking about it. Going onto the scoreboard and seeing who won Chicago, Winnipeg, like where are they at, like what's going on, and then just seeing that series. What's that, buddy?
The Jets are going to win.
It is.
I will say
Jets in 4.
I'm not going to be polite and say Chicago is going to win it. I think the Jets are going to win it too.
Jets in 4.
There you go. Jets in 3. Just like Carolina's going to be in 3 games.
3.5.
No, I got you.
3.5.
I'm going to remain. I got a quote from somebody. I'm not going to say who it was, but it's a very funny quote. When I'm writing the article for the Carolina-Detroit series, and I'm asking all the other GMs what their predictions are. And I messaged a certain GM. He knows who he is. With the Detroit, and he said Carolina in 3. So I was like, I questioned him. I was like, you know, it's a 7-game series, right? And he said, yeah. After 3 games, Chico will start complaining about Carolina not dumping in enough, and he'll bail, which is what he's already done already.
And then he'll call Skinner 7 times.
Yeah, and then he'll make 14 fucking Skype calls and 4 a.m. to Steve and Skinner.
Guys, I just I just gotta say, is listening to you guys go at each other is great, and everybody knows that at the end of the day, it is for fun. And I appreciate you guys with your laid back approach sometimes and your brash, bold predictions. But at the end of the day, you guys make it fun, and I love playing with you guys, and I love having you guys on. So. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
It was a pleasure to be on.
Best of luck to everyone.
Actually, we should thank special guest Reap this time.
No, Reap came in after breaking his back out there, moving
kid from fucking Edmonton to Chicago was a pain in the ass. He's got so much shit.
That's why you pay someone, but he ain't got to pay you money. You got to pay someone to help you move. Come on.
Doesn't he make good money in SP?
He's kid money.
No, I'm making more than him. I wasn't going to spend nothing on that. Fuck that.
So, thanks guys for being on, and as always, be kind to each other on and off the ice. Virtual hockey player lives matter.
Peace.